Hello everyone, Dr. Ray Marque here, your local chiropractic back pain relief center. This week is accident week, and I hesitated about talking about this topic just a little bit because I'm here to get my patients better no matter what, and this topic may seem a little off or may seem that we're trying to promote something when we're not. And what we're going to talk about tonight is, if I'm in a car accident, should I use an attorney? And number one, in no way is this legal advice. I'm just giving you my opinion on things. When it comes to how I treat you, whether you were in an accident or you weren't in an accident, I treat everyone the same. My job is to get you to function and feel better, to get you back to your normal life, and to get your pain levels down. So in no way does it change how I treat you. So my opinion is, if you've been in a car accident, you absolutely should get an attorney. And I say this because I've been doing this for 18 years. I've seen thousands of personal injury cases. And more often than not, the other insurance carrier that's responsible for your pain and suffering doesn't always give you the easiest of times. Now, are there some insurance companies that it runs smoothly and everyone's happy and it's good and we move beyond it? Absolutely. But from what I've seen, more often than not, if you don't use an attorney, things can be difficult. Even when you do use an attorney, they're a bit difficult. And you know what I mean by all that? Most people's personal injury protection or their med pay or their car insurance medical benefits that they're using, almost everyone has some coverage. And very rarely does it cover at 100%. And that's where the confusion comes into. So a person gets in an accident, they file a claim, and they say, hey, I'm going to use my car insurance for my medical services, whether it's in the emergency room or it's at a doctor's office or it's with me. They come in, and many people assume that their service is covered at 100%. And in some cases it is, but in most cases it's not. It's usually a percentage, whether it's 70%, 80%, 90%. But there's always a percentage, or there's a copay or deductible. And a deductible is the amount of money that you have to pay before the doctors get paid. So what happens is, excuse me again, if you don't use an attorney, most doctors are going to want you to pay that copay or that deductible each and every time they see you. And that's because it works just like any other insurance. If you go to a doctor and you weren't in an accident, you have a copay that you have to pay. It's no difference with insurance companies. Now, you got to look at it this way. If you're in an accident and it was someone else's fault and someone hit you, they're responsible for it. Why should you have to take money out of your pocket in order to pay that copay or that deductible? I don't feel like you should. I think the responsible party should have to pay for that. And that's where this whole problem comes into. So it may sound easy and they may be nice and happy, yeah, we'll pay it, but a lot of times they're not, and it's difficult for them to get to pay the portion that they're supposed to pay. So in the long run, you take money out of your pocket for something that wasn't your fault. That's where an attorney comes into hand. Attorneys can help guide you in the direction where they'll get the other insurance companies to pay for what they're responsible for. When the doctors know you're using an attorney, they're not going to make you pay that copay each and every time. And they'll get the other insurance companies to settle at the end to get the doctors paid. And that's where it helps the most. You know, if it's someone else's fault, you shouldn't have to take time and money out of your pocket in order to get better because they made a mistake. The next thing is, especially up in New Jersey, they have this thing called the New Jersey Chiropractic Guidelines, and the doctors follow it in order for the insurance companies to reimburse them for the services they provided. Many, many times, the insurance companies will deny things for whatever reason they come up with. And when they get those denials, the doctors have to appeal the process, and it turns into a process that can drag on for months, if not weeks, if not months. And when you use an attorney to help you with that, they can help speed that process up. So, for example, I had a patient who was nearing the end of her care. She was still presenting multiple symptoms from her neck to her low back. The insurance company said cut her off with the care, saying, hey, we're not going to pay for any more. And they give a bunch of reasons, and sometimes I don't think those reasons are validated. And what we do is say, hey, to the patient, I think a good idea is to call your attorney, have the attorney call the adjuster, and a lot of times when the attorney calls them, they can get that process sped up. They can get the adjuster to request an independent medical exam, and they can get you back on your treatment plan. So there's a lot of ways they can help. Again, my opinion here is solely just my opinion. This is in no way any legal advice. If you are thinking about using an attorney from an accident, make sure you call them, talk to them, and voice all your concerns to see if they're right for you. What else do I have here? Again, when I treat you or any of our clinics, our main job is to get you to function and feel better, whether you're using an attorney or not. I'm going to treat you exactly the same way. It's when things get a little rough or the insurance companies aren't as easy with you as you would want them to be, is when an attorney could help. Again, I wasn't real sure if I wanted to talk about that topic, but I think it's something that needs to be said because I get questions all the time whether they should use one or not. The best way to find a good one is ask a friend or a family member that used one before and had a good experience. If not, I know some that I use around town that we've had great experiences with. There's good and bad, just like there's good and bad doctors, so just make sure you do your due diligence and find one that you're comfortable with. All right, I hope all is well. It's a Thursday night about 6:15. I am on my way to our Vineland Judo Club to teach a little bit of judo. I'll be back in South Carolina tomorrow. I'll be at our new office off of Dick Pond Road tomorrow at 10 o'clock, and I'll be there till about 6. So if you're down there and you need to see me, stop on in and say hi. I hope all is well, and can't wait to see you next. Have a great evening, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.